That was quite the crash. I wouldn't have left the marsh had I known we were headed for such a spectacular landing. It's a miracle we all survived unharmed. We did all survive, didn't we?
I'm okay too, a little shaken up is all.
We were lucky. Only a fool braves the air currents without a proper wind map. You can't navigate the skies without them. Not safely, anyway.
So where are we going to find a wind map of this region? We can't follow Master Li's captors without one.
Things are even worse than that. Look at our flyer. Even if we had a wind map, this thing won't take to the air again. You make it sound so simple. Flyers and wind maps are rare things, even in the Imperial City. Out here, they're all but unknown.
Gao and his pirates used flyers to attack Two Rivers, and the Lotus assassins who took Master Li had them too. Somebody around here must know something about them. I'm sorry to get upset, but every second we're stuck here, Master Li gets farther away from us.
We're near Tian's Landing. It's a small village, but maybe someone there knows where we can find a new flyer. If nothing else, I remember a clearing suitable for a camp. And if we can't find a flyer, we can always follow on foot. To the south of the village is a forest. A trade route leads through it to the Imperial City. The village is across the bridge and beyond a large marker stone. Look for the giant rock with a painting of a fish on it, and you'll know you're heading in the right direction.
Very well, although I do not like the thought of remaining here for long. I sense something. This place is tainted. Something bad happened here.
Yes, we crashed our flyer and almost died.
No, it's something else. I'm sure it's nothing. Hurry, there has to be a safer place for us to camp than this. You should get going to Tian's Landing. Zeus said it was through a bridge into the south.
I don't think we're alone. Something does not rest easy.
You fell from the sky, but despite the maddened spirits here, you will benefit. A spirit monk was here long ago, fleeing the destruction that orphaned you. He carried a piece of your amulet. It was separated, broken apart, so your enemies could not find it easily. You have the first piece. It trains your abilities now. The second piece fell here with its minder, hidden until waters receded. A guardian protects it, waiting to test and serve you. The third piece awaits discovery in a distant lair. These three pieces are physical, but there is one more. It cannot be found, only earned. This final piece is all that will save you in the end.
Easy there. You fell flat on your face after the fight. Are you prone to that sort of thing? In the what? Your master taught you some interesting things. Come on, we need to move our camp somewhere that no ghosts attack. I know a clearing just outside of Tian's Landing where we can set up camp. The flyer will be safe enough if we leave it here. It's not going to get any worse, that's for certain. Just cross the bridge and head south. Let's get going.
Legendary strike! Legendary strike! Silence! Legendary strike! Longsword! Stop where you are! Death's Hand should know better than to send his minions out alone. It is clear that you are one of his hirelings, or perhaps one of Gao the Greater's marauding pirates. You will pay for the crimes you have committed. Don't waste your last breath on lies. I didn't get there in time to help anyone, but I saw you lead the massacre in Two Rivers. Clearly you were involved. Death's Hand went too far in ordering its destruction, and Gao the Greater sought to profit from it. My retribution will end with them, but it will begin with you. Seems odd. A flaw I cannot see, perhaps? But you are better than I expected. You might even beat me, if I allowed such insolence. You are too skilled to be just a hireling. Death's Hand would view such ability outside his assassins as dangerous, and Gao the Greater prefers his servants docile. So it would appear. You lack their branding, but if you are not one of them, who are you? A monk? A mercenary? A bandit? You chase a great evil, larger than you realize. Leave and you may survive. Others have tried to face Death's Hand, but were destroyed, as Two Rivers was. Your honor sends you toward peril, but you do not flinch from it. A trait of fools, and perhaps the occasional hero. I also seek answers from Death's Hand and his minions. If you truly oppose him, you will need to find your way to the Imperial City. Of course, only the Lotus Assassins can come and go as they please, thanks to Gao. Travel routes by land and water are blocked, but they use wind maps and flyers to further their goals here and in the surrounding forest. Perhaps, if you are capable, we will meet again. I wish you good luck, but you will need far more than that to survive. Farewell.
Make your way south across the bridge and onto Tian's Landing.
This area is off limits. Intruders will be executed. I am a soldier of the Imperial Army, sent by Death's hand to destroy anyone foolish enough to enter this place. Unfortunately, this includes you. Kill the peasant.
Legendary strike! Legendary strike!
Wait, stop! I'm not your enemy. I swear by my ancestors, I'm not your enemy. I'm not even a soldier. My name is Chen Yi, from the village of One Stone. I'm no fighter. I'm just a simple peasant. These soldiers passed through my village a few weeks ago. One of them angered the Lotus assassin who was in charge, and the assassin killed him. As I was coming back in from the fields, they grabbed me to fill his place. They put this uniform on me, bloodstains and all, and told me I was in the army. Thank you, noble one. You are most merciful, and I honor you. My whole family honors you. I will do my best, but I don't know anything. The Lotus assassins just told us to guard the gate while they searched the ruins. That's all, I swear. I don't know, I was here on the far side of the gate, and the gate itself is locked. Only the Lotus assassins themselves are allowed into the ruins. No, nothing. Only that the gate leading into them was locked. The Lotus assassins had to get a key from Shang, the Imperial Minister in Tian's Landing. But I think the ruins are haunted. I hear strange sounds coming from beyond the gates. But even the threat of ghosts can't keep the assassins from their search. They are evil, pure evil. They forced me to serve them. They would have killed me if I disobeyed. I had no choice but to guard this door while they searched the ruins. Of course, Great One. I will return to my village and lead an upright life of farming and praying. Thank you for sparing me. Thank you.
There you are. I'm sorry, I didn't want to wait back there any longer. I don't think anything will hurt the flyer. It's plenty hurt already. I found this gem in the wreckage. I'm not sure what it was attached to, but I'm sure you can use it for something.
Now that we're here, we should see if anyone knows anything about flyers. Maybe whoever's in charge of the town can help us get underway again.
Unless you need me, I will stay here at this new camp. It seems safe enough, and it may as well serve as a base for us. I can't believe Two Rivers is gone. It was home. The people there were the only family I've known. And now, they're all gone.
I understand, Dawnstar, but the path you are on may lead to even darker places. You must prepare yourself.
I don't want to think like that. We will set things right. We have to.
Returning your friends was never an option, but there are a great many more things that you can lose.
Is there anything you need? I'll do whatever I can to help. No, I didn't have anything pressing on my mind. Although your company is always welcome. We seem so far from anything familiar. Strange enemies, troubling plots. I will be glad when we can leave this place to find Master Li. I will answer what I can. I do not like the area around this place, around Tian's Landing. There is rot here, deep in the heart of it. There are secrets, and there has been much suffering. Maybe I just feel this way because of what happened at the school, or what I fear will happen to Master Li. I just know we must be careful. I will, but I cannot help worrying or thinking about what has happened to Master Li. Yes, of course. I am glad you are strong in the face of all the death and destruction we've seen. Zhu made it quite clear what we must do. We need a wind map, and we need a flyer. The longer we take, the farther away Master Li gets. Be well, my friend.
Yes? Is there something you want? I can assure you that I no longer share an allegiance with them. It was a short dalliance that ended on poor terms. I won't discuss that. Perhaps I will say more when I know your motives better. But for now, my past is my own. I'm not concealing anything that will harm you or your cause. You and Dawnstar have my full support, but my past is my own affair. I won't get in your way if you don't get in mine. I have nothing more to say about where we are. Our enemy? The sure sign of an effective fighter is that he has many enemies. Which are you most curious about? This small man. He bears a grudge against the world because his wealth cannot buy him the status he wants. At least that is my estimation of him. If we encounter him in his holdings near Tian's Landing, I doubt he will be very welcoming. Not after he learns the fate of his son. You name the Emperor among your personal foils. You have a grand opinion of yourself. Don't be so quick to link Sun Hai to the destruction you have seen. Death's hand may still answer to him, but it is a long leap from that to assuming the Emperor approves of what the Lotus assassins have done. Both of those possibilities will be hard for people to swallow. The Emperor is the Emperor. He is above weakness or viciousness. To question that is to question the nature of the Jade Empire, and not many people are willing to do that. The Emperor is the foundation upon which we build. If he is weakened, we all fall. There is little to tell that would affect you now. The assassins are fanatically loyal to Death's Hand, and he uses that influence to do as he wishes. He also controls the Imperial Army, but they are no longer in his favor, it seems. Mere guards in comparison to the assassins. Death's Hand was just beginning his rise to power when I left the Lotus Assassins. I do not know much more about him. I will answer what I wish. Goodbye, then.
Nara earphone wonu kanawa ofa ear kanawa wonu.
Mother and I are getting out of this town. If you have any sense, you'll do the same.
Akwakwak wo sosonia sonok fonia sisa ear nawakok. Uksair wak unanikiro. Nana wo nafak sono.
It's sure to be more exciting than this dead place.
Koni okiowe kawaye wo kawaye watita osia kwanif nipawiye. Piayer uksayer sinini sisayer rusta atapafawer sumpuno ko suir toerok. Ukir nepo sise sayer wosayer nifuyer. Sisayer ifok woso no koso ayer ya. Sayer kanoa fwaranuyer. Woyower apafawayer sisiyer sisitu tok. Woyer wakwak finir sier. Akwakwak wo sosonia sonok fonia sisaya nawakok. Wo tawa yer kupir kawia nakawia ipduki.
The pirates are Gao the Greater's men. He has holdings near here, and access to quite a lot of flyers, as you've seen.
Piayer uksayer sinini sisaya rusta atapafawer sumpuno ko suir toerok. Sisayer ifok woso no koso ayer ya. Sayer kanoa fwaranuyer. Pawoyer astier wo sayer ifasaya wa kawishir. Wo tawa yer kupir kawia nakawia ipduki. Wo nipi uksayer sisini nisayer pusta, wo ifuer uksunuk nokawayer. Ukir nepo sise sayer wosayer nifuyer. Noni wo sayer tar wowoyer ignisaro kunkna. Noni wowo sayer tar wowo wir ignisaro kunkna. Woyo wir apafawa yer CCR CC tu tok. Wowo yer wak finir sier. Koni okyo wir kawa yer wokawa yer watita osia kwanif nipawir.
Out of our way, woman. In this town, we don't step aside for you. You step aside for us.
The peasants of this village may cower before you, but I do not. If you are smart, you will apologize for your behavior and walk away.
Don't tell me what to do. You think I won't hit a woman? You have to learn your place. This whole town has to learn its place. What are you looking at? This doesn't concern you. Time to teach you all a lesson.
Legendary strike! Longsword!
Hui, what are you doing here?
It's been a long time, Zhu. I haven't seen you since that night. I did as you asked. The child is safe. I made sure of that.
I know. After we spoke, I followed you. I wanted to be sure she was given a good home. You did well, Hui. Hui and I knew each other long ago. She was a soldier, and I needed her help. There was a child, an orphan. I knew Hui could find a good home for her. She was just a girl. Her parents were dead. I couldn't look after her, and I knew Hui by reputation. I knew she would find a good home for her. She's safe. That's all you need to know. She doesn't concern you. Besides, we don't have time to worry about something that happened almost 20 years ago.
Yes, those are old worries. Thank you for your actions today. Even if these men were no real threat, just simple sailors frustrated at the shallow river that holds them here. There are pirates in the area, and they pose a far greater danger. You will likely encounter them, especially if you are the one I am waiting for. As Sagacious Zhu mentioned, my name is Hui. Tell me, young woman, what is your master's name? I have waited here many years for the arrival of one special fighter. Your master, Sun Li, bid me to wait until you, his protege, came seeking information.
So it's true. Master Li really is the Emperor's brother. I wish I had known.
He is gone, isn't he? Taken by the Lotus assassins just as he thought. He knew they were always searching. They are right to fear him and his legacy. The glorious strategist was certain the path to the Imperial City would bring you here. He was also very specific about how I present my information to you. You must be ready. I served under Sun Li and was one of a few soldiers he trusted enough to contact after Dirge fell. Li knew the events there would have great consequences. He told me of the weeks-long siege and how spirit monks were slaughtered so his brother could take their temple. It was madness. The Emperor killed the water dragon itself.
The water dragon? The shepherd of the dead, a goddess of rebirth. To try and steal her power, to even think it could be attempted. Has any mortal ever shown such arrogance?
There are many beings that exist beyond our experience. The heavens are governed by a celestial bureaucracy. Each facet of existence is managed by a specialized attendant. Most appear to have little influence, but some, like the water dragon, have a portfolio that grants exceptional status. She was said to have governance over the Great Wheel. She was not a maker, but all life that ended passed her gaze before returning to the earth in another form. Sun High sought rebirth for his empire at the cost of the natural order. Her body was taken to the palace as a grim trophy of the power that ended the long drought. All the while, the people hailed the Emperor as a hero, ignorant of the price. The water dragon's power was tied to her temple at Dirge and the strength of her servants. When the spirit monks were slain and Dirge fell, she became vulnerable. Her physical form could be injured, but she was also a god. Maybe her spirit still exists. I don't know. I'm no expert on the heavens. The Great Wheel is a way to envision the cycle of rebirth. I believe that when something dies, it is reborn as something else, after some form of assessment, of course. The celestial bureaucracy is said to govern the heavens. Just as cities have minor officials, existence is delegated across many entities, some more grand than others. Or so some choose to believe. It is probably better explained by a philosopher. I know as much as any person that has seen their share of death. Few people know what happened. Dirge is a remote temple located high in the mountains. There were no worshippers save for the spirit monks themselves. The Emperor covered up his terrible crime, and the people didn't really care. All that mattered was that the drought was over. Even a god is not invincible. They have their place and it can be challenged. Sun Li could not stop the slaughter of the spirit monks. He fled the battle with you in his arms. Most believe Sun Li fell at Dirge, a lie spread by the Emperor. A handful of us knew that he lived, and we also learned the terrible price of his rebellion. Li's wife was with child, his daughter born in the Imperial Palace while he was at Dirge. He never saw her. Within weeks of the siege, the Emperor had Li's family executed.
Executed? Murdered? The Lotus assassins were to cut them down. A mother and newborn child. I have no doubt that order came from Death's Hand himself.
He probably didn't think his family would be harmed, but even had he known, he might still have saved you. Li knows you have a destiny to fulfill. You're the last of your kind. The natural order has been disrupted. There is much to say, but first I was instructed to impart some very specific knowledge. Your master was very clear. It is time to continue your training, and I am honored to add to the basics that Sun Li instilled. A brief description should reinforce the style you saw me use. Certain lessons had to be withheld until you were ready for the attention they will bring. Sun Li taught me so that I would teach you. I must train you in Spirit Thief. Magic and weapons tire you. Draw on them too much and you could be left defenseless. Spirit Thief restores your chi, prolonging your ability to fight or ignore wounds. It is especially useful when enemies are immune to basic martial attacks, when you must use magic or weapons. It can even immobilize a foe, allowing time to recover even more. This short lesson should be enough for now. Come speak with me in the tea house. We will talk of your master and more.